are back. Predicting the NBA playoffs from, the first round to the finals. And I'm going to break it to you right now. This is a spoiler. I don't think the 8 seeds are going to move on, so yeah, I'm not going to wait for them. First off, though, we have the Denver Nuggets against whoever the 8 seed will be. It could either be the Thunder, the Pelicans, or the Timberwolves. I think the Nuggets will win this one in 5. I think they will drop one game, but I think ultimately the Nuggets are going to have a very dominant game. Next, we have Phoenix Suns, who are the 4 seed, and the Clippers, who are the 5 seed. I think this is a very fun matchup. Oh, and also, don't get mad at me. I don't know anything about basketball, but I think the Suns will win this one in 7, a very close one. Next, we have the Kings and the Warriors. 78% of people think the Warriors are going to win, pulling off the upset. That's a lot. And I agree with them in 5. The Warriors are just such a good team. It's unfair. I hate to wish this, but I can't wait for these guys to be irrelevant so all the bandwagon fans can get out of there. Not a Warriors fan. I'm a Pacers fan, actually. But, man, I just hate the Warriors succeeding. It's like when the Patriots are doing so well because, they were hogging all the spotlight for the other teams. And finally, we have the 2-seeded Grizzlies against the 7-seeded Lakers. Once again, the Lakers favored to pull it off. Another upset. And I think the Lakers will. I think this is going to go into 7. So, yeah. So, that's the Western Conference. The Eastern Conference, I think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to pull off a sweep against either the 8-seeded Raptors or Bulls. If the Heat manage to make it, I think it's going to go to 6. I think the Heat are a very good matchup against the Bucks, but ultimately I think the Bucks are going to be better. So, yes. Next, we have the Cavaliers and the Knicks. Cavs are 4 seed, and I think they will move on in a game of 6. Next, we have the 3-seeded 76ers, almost said Phillies, and the 6-seeded Nets. I think the Sixers are way better of a team, but they apparently struggle a lot in the playoffs, so I think they're going to go to 7. And finally, we have the Celtics and the Hawks. Give me Boston in a clean sweep. Actually, can we go back one? We can. Give me Boston 5. I do think we won't see any sweeps to start the first round. Going back up to the top, we have the 1-seeded Nuggets against the 4-seeded Suns. I think the Nuggets are going to win this one. Or, excuse me. We'll say Nuggets in 6. Why not? Next, we have the Warriors and give me Warriors in 6. The Warriors are going to make their way to the finals because the NBA knows it'll give them a bunch of views. Eastern Conference, we have the 1-seeded Bucks versus the 4-seeded Cavaliers. I think this is going to be a great game, but I think the Bucks are going to pull it off. I think they will drop one, but I think they'll win in 5. And the Sixers and the Celtics, give me the Celtics in 4. I think the Celtics are going to pull off a sweep. Entering the semifinals, I think the Nuggets are going to pull the upset off here. I think they're going to go all the way to 7. Likewise, I think the Bucks will beat the Celtics in 7. And to end it all, we have 2 of the MVP candidates, Joel Embiid being the 3rd one, but only 2 teams going to make the finals. Sorry, Joel. And I think that the team who will win will be the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're going to do it in 6. Tiebreaker, how many points will be the margin? I don't know what margin means. I don't know if that means total or difference. And it doesn't really matter because we're not going to have a tiebreaker. But I'm not going to type it. I'm just going to say it. I think for margin, for points total, I'll say both. I think the Nuggets will win game 1. And I think they'll win, we'll say, 119 to 112. So, which means the Nuggets will win by 7 in the first one. So, yeah. I don't know what margin means. I don't know if that means. So, 119 to 112, you can do the math, but whatever 119 plus 112 is, if that's what margin means, that's what I'm going with. So, 119, 121. So, 221 points will be scored in the game one. I don't know if that's what margin means or what the difference will be. Either way, yeah. So, that's going to do it. Just to recap, here are all the teams I have winning. You can tell by, they're like bright and will say in a number. I'm not logging in. I don't even have an account. So these are all the teams I think will be moving on in the first round, which makes these teams playing in the semifinals, and these teams will be winning. All right, single game 7. Wow, in the semis. In the conference finals, we have 2 game 7s, and in the actual finals, we have the Bucks in 6. That's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. This is me predicting the NBA Finals, and I don't know anything. Not an NBA fan. So, yeah, get mad at me all you want. I don't watch NBA because I've wanted to get into it, but it costs too much money to get into because they rarely broadcast games on, anything other than NBA on TNT and whatever else, ESPN, stuff like that. And I don't have any of those. But in case you are curious, I am a Pacers fan, so my team didn't even make it. Not even make the play-in, which kind of sucks, but oh well. All right, see you guys next time, which will be on Monday with Bears franchise. All right, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.